Hi, I'm back. Welcome to Home Sweet Home again. I have more tips and tricks for you in the kitchen to save you money, time, and just really good ideas. Okay. If any of you were here for my first one, you know that I like to save money, I like to coupon, I like to organize, I like to do anything I think will make a difference. All of the above have made a difference for me. The other things I like to do is I really like to think about my menu planning. It doesn't have to be something that takes hours to do. It just has to be something that occurs to you. Just write it down. In the middle of the week you think, okay, well I could make spaghetti this night, but hey, what could I do with the spaghetti? I can make the spaghetti, if it's left over, into a spaghetti pie. I could use it for soup. I like to make different things, like say if I had chili, I could make a chili bake the next day, or a couple days later even. If I put the chili in the freezer, fine. If I keep it out for a few days, whichever. I prefer to put it in the freezer just in case I don't get around to using it. But I would take that same chili and remake it into a whole new meal. I would get the chili, I would add macaroni, maybe a few other veggies, who knows, to top it off, top it with cheese, bake it in the oven. It becomes a chili bake, not just chili anymore. Rollover meals to me are amazing. I love using them. If you have any rollover meals, I would love to hear them. I cannot get enough of them. It's a good way to save money and stretch out your meals. Again, that's in there with the meal planning that I do think makes a difference. To me, you have to take a few moments to think about it, but me, I'm always jotting things down. If I think about it, I jot it down, and then when I've got time, maybe I don't have time today, but maybe I can take 15 minutes tomorrow to sit down and go through those ideas I had. I went on YouTube and found a lot of good helpful hints myself from other people. Okay, so other things you can do, obviously making freezer meals saves money. And it is, again, in the menu planning. It's kind of the same thing. Little things like celery tops, the leaves, I've used them since I started cooking way back when. I like to use them for soups, for flavoring. I'll either put them in for the soup and then just take them out later, just like the whole celery top, big chunk of it. Or I'll just chop it up finely, leave it in the soup. I like to put celery tops chopped up into my dressings, even, things like that. I'm going to be making a video for my mini dressing, or mini dressings for the chicken probably soon. Just so you know how I do it. Really simple, really easy, really fast. Like I said, time saving. You stuff it under a piece of skin in the chicken, and there you go. I like to also flavor my own oatmeal. Now, you can buy a lot of those fancy ones. You've got your maple and brown sugar. You've got your, I don't know, apple and whatever. There's a lot of great flavors out there. But one, they have a lot of sugar and a lot of salt. But I do find you can do your own so easily. It actually tastes better because you can put more of what you'd like. I like to get, say, your plain oatmeal. And I like to get bananas. You get the bananas, you mash them up as much as you can, not so they're liquid, but they're really mashed. And then you add a little cinnamon. If you want something, you add a little brown sugar. You make that topping, and then you put that onto the oatmeal yourself, or mix it all through, however you like it. Or you can do the same thing with apples and cinnamon. You know, you get apples. You can just put them, you can have them like crunchy and raw with a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of sugar, or sometimes I like to warm them just in a tiny, tiny bit of butter. Teeny weeny, just, you know, in a little pot. A little bit of butter, a little bit of cinnamon, tiny bit of brown sugar. Roll them around a bit. Put them on top of your plain oatmeal. And, you know, it's cheaper for one. And it's also healthier. Like I said, you're cutting out the salt and sugar. And if you have kids, you know, I think it's really important. Even if you don't and you're an adult, it's important to take care of your own health and cut back on salt and sugar if you can. So, and it tastes good because you can adjust it to your own taste. It's something else, like I said, you can save a little bit of money. Mixing your leftover spices into one container. I have like a small mason jar, tiny one, and what I do is I'm always just throwing leftover spices at the end in a jar. And I actually saw, and I think it was maybe Pioneer Woman, she does the same thing. And same thing, it's just a little mishmash of leftover spices, and sometimes it comes out really interesting. You just get the little bits. And next thing you know, it's something you can, put on a steak to flavor it. Top your potatoes with, if you're making home fries. It's just, it can, if you think it's an odd spice that wouldn't mix with the rest you put in, I think I would skip it. But I think the majority of the spices, herbs and spices, you can put them in, and the majority of them are fine together. There's only a few I think wouldn't mix. But it's a good idea just for using up the little bit at the end and having it not go to waste, and you're creating a whole new flavor, right? So to me, it's worth it. I've heard a lot of organizing tips and tricks on YouTube. I think you should just be on YouTube listening to them for tips and tricks for money and organizing, because there's so many. I really like Clutterbug. She's got a great channel. I think Malatos79, I think, is her other one. Do It on a Dime. And what's the other one? Alejandra, the organizing guru there. I forget the name of her site. But I watch all those. And I've learned, quite a few things. And they have great ideas. My favorite, though, is Clutterbug. I just love that girl. I think she does amazing work there. She's got a wonderful way of thinking of things. I'm older than her, and I think she's smarter than me. And she comes up with a lot of really good ideas. Definitely worth the watch. She's inspired me to clean my house more. Anyways, back to money saving. I like to do my own homemade popsicles where, you can make it really simple. You can just go out there and buy some kind of grape juice if you want. Or, if you don't want to be too fussy, you go out there and buy a grape juice, put it in your popsicle container. I also will just get like a cheap frozen juice sometimes and whip that up with water. But the point is you can put your fruit juice in your mold, and you can add a little bit of fruit, and it just does something else. It gives you or your kids, again, more healthy eating, and, you can make it how you want. It's fun. You get the kids involved. You've got your mold. In your mold, you might add some blueberries. You might add some a strawberry. You can add whatever you like, obviously, and whatever you think you like, whatever you think the kids will eat, it helps them eat it because they've helped make it. They want to eat it, and it's cheaper, and you can customize it to be however you want, right? Again, a good way to save money, and it's a fun way to do it. It's fun for the kids. You can also do the same thing with ice cream treats. You can do little molds for ice cream with, I like to use, actually, again, Pioneer Woman. I saw a similar video where she was making, she does great recipes. But it's the same idea, where you just crush up any kind of leftover cookies you have, or candy at Halloween, and crush them all up, put them on the bottom of anything, whatever kind of mold you've got. And, I think she was using a paper cup so you could tear it off, so it makes it easier. I would probably recommend that with the wax inside so it doesn't stick. But there you are. You can use up your leftover candies or cookies. You crush them, and you put them at the bottom, and then you take a bit more, whatever you got. You mix it in with the ice cream, any kind you like, vanilla, chocolate, whatever you like. Mix it up a bit with a blender, or hand mix it even. Blender works better, or not a blender, a hand mixer. And put that in there, let it set, and you've got fancy ice cream treats, and you haven't paid much for it at all. You've paid the price of maybe your vanilla ice cream that hopefully was on sale when you bought it. You've, used up some leftover something from something. It was in the kids' lunch, and then coming home, it was a treat, and it's all crumbled up. It's an Oreo cookie. It's seen better days, and all of a sudden it becomes, your ice cream becomes a blizzard, or a McFlurry, or it just becomes a tasty treat that didn't cost you much. I mean, you can use anything from Smarties to, again, cookies. If you want something not quite so sweet, you could use animal crackers. You're still getting something. But it's fun for the kids to do as well, just like the popsicles. They can create it, and you're going to be having sugar, and it's a fun treat. Obviously, it's not dietary. It's probably not overly healthy, but you can control what's in there, and the kids will like it, and you are going to be saving money. So, thank you. I hope you come back for the next video of tips and tricks to save money, or use up your odds and ends in your kitchen. I have many more videos to come, and I enjoyed seeing it. Thank you.